are live from Morgantown, West Virginia. It's today's Saturday afternoon hoops, CSBA style. What Texas coming in to take on West Virginia. Number 16th ranked Texas taking on West Virginia. Joining me in the booth doing the marathon today is Keynes. What's up, Keynes?
Not much, man. Sitting here just enjoying some CSBA.
Buddy, what are you looking forward to in today's game?
Definitely want to see if my boy Josh Bolton can start getting some things rolling here in West Virginia. You know, he's a great player. Kind of quiet year for him, and I know he's been struggling there, West Virginia, coaching wise, but facing a tough Texas team here on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. This should be a fun game. West Virginia, obviously, a rebuild year for them, but going to give it all they can here in the Big 12, and probably a game that they could compete in. Question is, will they come out with the dub?
Yeah, absolutely.
Josh Young with a strong take for the two-handed flush.
I think that's back-to-back dunks for Josh Young to start the game.
So 4-0 lead early on here for the Longhorns. Guy that's going to need to get it going is Bolton, who's not able to hit the baseline jumper.
Yeah, he's missed his first two shots, and they need him to hit.
Reginald Tenpenny floats that one up, rattles in and out. Here comes West Virginia, see if they can take advantage in transition. High floater. C.J. Jones with the floater in the lane, and that's good, so cuts the lead in 2.
Yeah, definitely need some other guys to step up here for West Virginia and start scoring some baskets to kind of take the pressure off of Bolton of feeling like he needs to do a lot of the scoring.
Three-pointer from Tenpenny is good.
Just coming out shooting the ball very well. And there's Bolton. Trying to learn these players and the tendencies and playbooks it's a hard thing to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. Listen, I think we talked about this the other day. Coaching in CSBA is not an easy thing. You gotta look at matchups. You gotta look at what playbooks work best for your teams, rotations, everything. It all comes into play. So.
Yeah, I think that's where Bolton is right now, just learning everything that has to do with coaching and trying to figure out what works best at West Virginia, and it's a ever-changing cycle. What works one week isn't going to work the next.
Sorry about that.
Another big shot by Texas, starting off 71%.
Trying to
turnover by West Virginia. They're going to find a big man underneath. It's going to take me a while to learn all these players.
Did that Excel didn't cross the screen for you, did it?
It popped up and then went away.
Okay. I was trying to save the screenshot about the sound alerts there, so sorry about that.
You're good. Timeout here. Texas it was a West Virginia timeout, out to a 13-6 lead for Texas. Now the bench is going to come in.
Man. Back over to man again. Maine going to get a fire up a 3. Bang! And a big 3 from Maine. Cuts it to 4.
Yeah, we played this West Virginia team early, and they kept it close for 3 quarters. Just wasn't able to finish it off, and Oregon was able to pull away. I think what would benefit them is to keep the game a low-scoring affair.
Embiid from a deep, no good. Troy Madden up with the rebound, quick outlet pass, gets it up to Chamberlain. Chamberlain going to reassess the situation, pull this ball out. Now over to Madden. Madden step back three, no good, rattles in and out. So man up with the rebound, looks to push to get West Virginia out in transition here. Good defense by Texas to get back in transition.
I think what would help right now is West Virginia's bench. You know, Texas isn't as strong off their bench so far. And if they could get some baskets here, it would really help out their starters when they come back in.
Yeah, for sure. Maine missing that last three. Had a good look, just not able to knock it down. Wrangler Brown with the take, but gets fouled by Maine, so he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, great take there, drawing the foul and getting to the free throw line.
Tired, man. Saturday, might need another cup of coffee.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel.
Might have to go make a second cup. Brown misses the second, so Texas moves the lead out by one. Maine drives right into the double team as Lacey picks his pocket, gets it back over to Chamberlain, who goes in for the two-handed flush. Good defense there by Texas. Closing out the lane there, Canes. Errant pass inside. Turnover, West Virginia. Canes, did I lose you?
Big three there by Madden. Not able to hit. Big rebound by West Virginia.
Brown. Cross-court pass. Madden for three. Rainbow three at that. Not able to get to go. Embiid up with the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Newell. Newell going to find Thomas Jr. He gets blocked from behind, but they're going to call a foul on Troy Madden. So he'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, not sure about that foul call. Looked like it was all ball, but that's why we're in the booth.
Mm-hmm. Well, these guys don't get paid much. Second up and good.
Got it back down to single digits with a minute to go here in the first quarter.
And West Virginia, like I said, they can play. The question is whether they can stay with Texas.
Right. I think that's where, like I said, keeping it low scoring would benefit them because they don't have the scoring for, 80, 90, 100 points a game. If they can keep it in the 60, 70 point area, I think they'll have a better chance. There you see they're only shooting 36%. Texas was 64%. A lot of dribbling.
Yeah, they need a little bit more movement here. Man, no good. Thomas Jr., though, with the offensive rebound, gets blocked from behind. Work outlet pass up to Brown. Brown going to say he almost had a clear path.
Yeah, making it work with what you got. Going up strong with it. West Virginia's going to hold for the final shot.
See what they're able to do. Way out downtown. Ooh, almost got it.
Yeah, running that down, you had plenty of time to work something out, and taking a shot like that is not what you want.
All right, well, at the end of one quarter, 23-11, Texas on top.
Yeah, great job shooting by Texas.
So 23-11 here. Texas on top by 12. West Virginia's going to need to dig in here a little bit offensively. They're playing okay defense. I mean, I wouldn't say they're giving Texas easy shots.
Right. They're also not hitting their own shots. Bolton, I think, is 1 for 5 shooting the ball right now. Another easy bucket for Texas on the inside.
Nice pass there for the two-handed stuff by Wyatt Harris.
Yeah, great look, great ball movement. And that's what West Virginia needs to do more of, is just keep moving the ball, finding the best shot that they could get.
Young off the screen, fires up, no good. Got a good clean look there. West Virginia going to get the ball as Texas came over the top, knocks it out. So 25-13 here.
Yeah, Josh Young don't miss them much when he's got a great look, but he was able to miss that one.
Deep three, no good again. I think that there's a little bit forced there.
Absolutely.
White Sox said, are we going to be the only win? Has everybody been winless before? No, there's been winless teams before in the CSB. There usually is 3 or 4 a season, so it just happens with the way talent gets pushed through the entire CSBA. And, you know, what I'd love to see, everybody get wins, obviously. We'd like to see 100% perfect balance throughout the CSB, yes. Hopefully next season, if we're able to switch the models between the progression system, expansion teams, and the paid, we probably won't see that, I think, but we'll see.
Yeah, just don't give up on your school, you know, just because you have one bad season.
You know, the other aspect too is Young with a nice take there. The other aspect that people don't realize too is that, you know, lower end players, they'll score. They'll probably miss more than they'll score though, and that's just a fact of a base player. Doesn't mean they won't score, but you're also playing, you know, you're probably playing against higher rated players, which also affects gameplay. So there's elements to that too. If nobody's going to invest or pack or get badges or, you know, do the progressions and things like that, to if they're a progression player, those are the things that are going to propel your team forward. I hate to use the word pay to win, because it's not. I feel like we have models put in place to help affect recruiting and try to keep some parity, but at the end of the day, the top end players are the guys that are probably paying the most to put on their players to have better outcomes. But we've seen top end teams lose too, so it's kind of a combination. So you just want to continue to grind if you're a progression player. And listen, we put in things in there for ways and opportunities for you guys to get better. Not a lot of people take advantage of that, so it's unfortunate. We do have a lot that do it too. I see Garrett Hart, Eaton Letterman; those are 2 perfect examples. Jojo Vasquez, which now he switched over to the paid system, but he was a guy that grinded for progression. So we've had people that have put into it and have gotten, you know, pretty decent players as a part of it. Not superstars, but good players, better than role players. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I got one, Paul West.
Yeah, Paul West. I forgot about him. Sorry, he is another guy that absolutely grinds. 100% you are. Can you retire after one season if you wanted to? It's up to you. You can make a new player if you wanted to.
I think you're giving up too early on your player. I mean,
well, it just depends. I mean, the thing, and I understand if there's a green progression player who hasn't gotten to the blue chip before his season is, for his junior season is over. That makes him a senior in the next season. So because of that, I can understand wanting to make a new one, because if you got to that blue chip, you've now wasted a year of eligibility. And you won't get moved back. So,
right, that makes sense.
So I get it from that perspective, and that might be his situation.
It's for progression guys. It's all on you. You make how your player is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the reason with the system that we have. Prince Enrico, Damian Chambers, also other guys I know that grind to get their points and badges and stuff like that. So
it's easy to just, when you're a paid guy and you can just go buy it. But
yeah, I mean, there are people that don't want to grind. They just want to show up and watch their guy ball out, and I respect that. There are people that don't want to pay into that, and if they don't, and listen, we have some really young people in the CSBA, and I respect it. But then we're giving you we put a lot behind this league in general, and I know we're kind of going off on a tangent here as Texas kind of just continues to ball out, but like as Josh Young with a nice, interesting walk off the court there. He's still doing it too. He did it all the way to the bench. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, listen, the check-ins you only get 100 points for the daily check-ins, which is not a lot. But if you add that over time, you add in your viewership over time. So I've seen progression guys by the end of preseason watch every single game in preseason and were a blue chip by week 1 because they put in the effort to do it. Yes, that's a commitment. I get it. But even if you did that over the first 2 or 3 weeks of a season, you could still do it. So,
yeah, absolutely. And like I tell my guys, it's hard to watch every single game.
It is. I mean, listen, I run the freaking league, and I don't even watch every single game. I don't have time to. I wish I did, but
even if you just go in there, turn the stream on
and walk away, I don't care. We get the viewership, you get the points.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a win-win for both. Ooh, tough miss there, baseline jumper. So 14-point lead for Texas. Knew we were going to drive.
Come back every few minutes and hit the little green button.
Yeah. I mean, I now that I'm having to stream for some other people because we're down streamers, I literally sit with my controller on my couch and just fast forward through the commercials. I look up at the screen every few minutes, but I can sit and enjoy myself now. So it's doable. It's definitely doable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm broadcasting and still got college football on, and
yeah, the other night I was calling the game, and I actually had on the football game on my third screen. So I mean, not everybody has that luxury. Nice 3-pointer there. White man for 3, so it cuts it to 22. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely do different things. I mean, I get it. And some people are on different, Eaton Letterman is a perfect example. The guy's in Israel, and he's a progression player, and he's one of our top progression guys. So,
and he just had a huge game in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
17 points off the bench. He missed awesome. 3 shots.
That's awesome. That is a perfect example of that you can do it. So,
and once you get that blue, just start grinding it out for upgrades and badges, and
yep, makes a world of a difference. But when you're a base 70 player, it's hard to be consistent. I mean, have we had a base player at a 70 overall, score double digits? Yeah, we had in our national championship season a couple of seasons ago. Base player scored 15 points, but literally that was his highest game the entire season. It just happened to come in the national championship game, which was great for Kansas. But did that happen the entire season? No. So still got a lot of season left to go here. We are in week 5, so we have 3 more weeks of regular season, and then we have conference tournaments, and then March Madness. So we'll probably have the season end probably around just before Christmas time.
Plus, you got a week when you're out, so we probably get some Park After Dark and everything.
Yep. So, we may try to throw up some content specials here in the next couple weeks. So wherever there's opportunities and you see we're live, high school games during the day. Throw those high school games on. So lots of opportunity.
Big thing there for West Virginia, 6 for 6 from free throw line right now, so they can shoot the free throws.
All-Star Week is a question mark at this point. I still haven't figured that out. Got to look at how many weeks we have. I haven't had a chance to do that. So with the hiatus week, unfortunately, you'll get Pax has said he'll do at least one, but if not, try to do 2 Park After Darks that week. So at least we have some content. But unfortunately, we have myself, Nighthawk, and another streamer away that week. I have to go to Kansas for work for 3.5 days. So. And there's literally nothing I can do to run it from being away. So.
Right.
(46-24). We said this would be a little bit. This probably would be a rough game for West Virginia, and as they continue to try to find an identity. Don't know if they have. Maine has been one of those guys who's been super strong for them, but if they could get Maine and Bolton playing strongly together, I think they'd give a nice little 1-2 punch. Problem is the consistency.
Absolutely.
The consistency from both players just hasn't been there, and I feel bad for Canes I feel bad for Bolton because he's trying his butt off right now. Isaiah Lacey for 3, bang.
Yeah, and we ran into that last year. We had 3 guys that could really score, but we weren't consistent with it. And that's the thing, is trying to find the consistency and the playbook and everything to really maximize the potential from each player. It's also one of those where you're trying to balance, okay, you want to score points, but you also got to stop them from scoring. And
yep.
Texas shooting the ball really well right now, so
I expect West Virginia to be on the rebound for next season for sure.
Look what Kyler did a couple seasons ago. It was 0-8, 1-7.
He was looking at a very similar situation. And look where Florida is now. Very similar situation. All right, Texas obviously rolling here. Appreciate everybody continue to stay. There's about 20 in the stream. Thank you, CSBA. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the continued support despite the blowout here. I mean, West Virginia, I think got to maybe put a little bit more emphasis on stopping Josh Young. I think he's been kind of the pivotal guy for Texas here. Tenpenny, another guy. So maybe just dig in a little bit on defense here, but got to figure a way to bring that field goal percentage up closer to 50%. I think that's a
33% difference there on field goal percentage shooting.
So we'll see what happens here in the second half. CSBA on Twitch or back. What's up, little cheese curd? All right, welcome back. Second half. Getting ready here to jump on the way. It's been all Texas here so far. See if West Virginia can rebound here in this second half. But the highlighted players, Josh Young, leading scorer at the half. 6 of 9 for 14 points in 9 minutes. Impressive first half.
Yeah, absolutely. Josh Young just doing what Josh Young does, go out and score. Being efficient with that scoring as well.
I like the attempt there, though. Take it to the rim. Attack the basket. Trying to get some of those bigs in foul trouble. Pass inside. Tenpenny rewarded for running the.
Yeah, you got to get back on defense.
Krieg. Now over to Bolton. Bolton going to drive, fadeaway J. Rattles in and out. Krieg, though, there. Good follow by Krieg.
Yeah, good job by Krieg. Just realizing where the shot's going to come off and getting the tip in.
Backdoor alley-oop to Josh Young. He's got 16 now.
Tough job for Josh Bolton trying to be the scorer for West Virginia and try to stop Josh Young on the other end.
That's a nice match. It looks like watching a mirror image of each other, though. Bolton, step back, fadeaway jumper. He's had a couple of those that have gone 3/4 of the way down and popped out after they toilet bowl rolled out.
Yeah, I think the pressure of, him being the guy at West Virginia is getting to him. He's throwing up a lot of shots, and I mean, some of them should have went in, but being the guy on offense and defense is just exhausting.
That is a lot of pressure to carry. A lot of pressure to carry on a team when you're the coach's son trying to get it done. Trying to carry some of that, load.
And also coming, third team All-American last year, you got those expectations. Good shot.
Nice job by man. Oh, that's Harris. Excuse me. That was Harris. My bad.
I thought his foot was on the line, but they called it a 3.
We know that. We know our CSBA refs need to get glasses. We don't have a vision plan here at the CSBA. That line can get a little bit blurry at times.
Vision plan.
Not a lot of benefits for our referees.
They get to travel. That's about it.
Yeah, they get to tour the country, get to see all these college campuses, hang out with all the college girls.
That might be why their vision's blurry.
That might be. That might be. Young's got 16 now. Harris. Oh, he actually had a pass inside if he went over the top. Bolton going to get a little bit of space. Drive, step back from the free throw line. That's good. Josh Bolton.
That's where Bolton's usually good. When he's not fading away and everything, those mid-range shots are his bread and butter.
Wyatt. Now over to Tenpenny. The other thing is Tenpenny from top of the key, Drano. We were talking about the difference in players. And I know not everybody has a lot of money, but the one thing I will say is, listen, a trip to McDonald's, it'll cost you $10. You pretty much get 2 years of in real entertainment for $10, which is 4 seasons as a more of an upgraded player. So if you don't want to grind, there is that.
Yeah. And $10, I mean, it's not much.
And I will say, coaches who are allowed to pack up played players, but not allowed to pack up progression players. We have a lot of coaches who do that across the league. So just something to think about. I mean, your coaches
are going to pack up the guys that are active.
Right. Well, that's the thing. If you're an active, player, they'll pack you up. I've seen a lot of it across the CSBA, so they're allowed to upgrade somebody up to an 84 overall. So,
good take by Bolton.
Yeah, I mean, if they show you're investing, they'll invest, and you're active, they'll invest in you too. So we just don't allow it on progression guys because those are the guys that are supposed to grind. They just want to go the free route. So just something to think about. No pressure on anybody.
But if you're going to end up ghosting, then it's a waste of money for
right. But if you're here and you enjoy the experience in the community, it's worth. I said it's a $10 investment. I don't think that's a lot to ask. So
it's better than the McDonald's.
Yeah, and then this
lasts longer.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you go to McDonald's, it's a 10-minute deal. But Trigger just said, then you're like him who hates the grind, so he just packs everything, constantly, instantly. So.
We're not worried about Trigger.
No, I'm not. I love him, and I love his support, and I love, even in a 19-point blowout, his man for 3. Ooh. Thomas Jr., though, he's gotten a couple offensive rebounds in this game.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what helped West Virginia keep it at 19 is those offensive boards.
Bolton from the outside, that's good. So cuts it to 17.
Starting to heat up. I think that's 6 now for Bolton.
Lacey for 3. Bang! Rattle that home. Isaiah Lacey's had a hot hand here today.
Everybody from Texas is hitting from the outside.
Yeah. They've had a very sound game plan in this one. Corner man wide open for three. Ooh, rattles in and out.
And that's the difference. West Virginia, they wide open threes just aren't falling for them.
Yep. I bet you a base blue probably would have knocked that down. Just saying.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
White man's 1 for 5, so he probably would be 2 or 3 for 5.
Yeah, I don't know that. I'm just speculating. I don't know.
The odds are in your favor.
Yeah, the percentages definitely go up though for sure. Next season, obviously, we're going to have, if we are able to make what we want to make work, progression guys are going to go to mid-major teams. They're going to be playing against other progression guys. So we can make it work, which I'm really hoping we're going to be able to. So backdoor pass over to Newell, who's wide open. And, I thought he was oh, my God, I thought he was going to blow a wide open layup, which would have been a first, by the way.
I think the breeze picked up inside. Because that was rolling out, and then all of a sudden it switched back the other way.
Nice pass inside. So Texas just killing it, 71%. I mean, the good news for West Virginia, their shooting percentage is coming up a little bit, but
you're not knocking down Texas's.
Yep. Raphael Embiid with a take there. Is it me or does the West Virginia fans look like they're miserable in the stands?
I think there might be more Texas than West Virginia there.
A little golf clap after that little throwdown. Yeah, there are a lot of Texas fans in the crowd, I'm not going to lie.
I didn't know fans travel like that for basketball like they do football.
I guess they do. I mean, not as much, but...
Texas is one of those big name programs where they got fans everywhere.
Baseline jumper, no good. Embiid, though, there for the putback. Back-to-back baskets for Raphael Embiid. And West Virginia trying to chip away here. That's high percentage looks that they're getting. Got it to 15.
Yeah. And they're starting to get some stops on the defensive end.
And that's been killing them the entire game.
Yeah, backdoor cut.
Trigger says Texas represents everywhere, so.
I understand. I'm a Miami fan, and we're everywhere.
Raphael Embiid again. He's got 7 now. 7 straight points. That's a 3. Bang.
Down to 14.
I like
this bench unit.
I like the fight from this bench unit. You called it. You said Texas bench is not as deep, so. Ooh. Foul by Thomas Jr. from behind. I thought he got all ball there, but
these refs.
Yeah, they suck. I gotta look beyond, find new refs, a new pool of referees beyond the ones at the Y.
Maybe some younger guys that don't need glasses.
Yeah, but they might be in worse situation. You bring the young guys to the college campuses, they might be worse.
Partying and everything.
68-53, 15-point game. Raphael Embiid going to get called for the moving screens, so turnover West Virginia. The crowd doesn't like it. The Bluebirds are out. Back-to-back foul calls now on West Virginia. That
crowd's starting to get back into it.
Well, that's because West Virginia's showing some signs of life here. Texas is going to hold for 1. Got the mismatch down low if they can take advantage. Instead, Brown comes out. Now they're going to, I don't know what they're going to do here. Fadeaway 3, no good. Thomas up at the rebounding. Gives it over to Maine, and that is the way we were going to end the third. 68-53, 15-point lead, headed to the fourth. You're watching CSBA Saturday Afternoon Hoops right here on Twitch. Get those 4s up in stream chat. We're back. All right, we are back here, fourth quarter.
If you're Coach Bolton, you got to be happy with that third quarter by your guys.
State Farm apparently taking Saturday off.
We got the assist of the game last game.
Maybe they just didn't want to pay for this game. Rodriguez, bang! Fade away three with a big one.
Texas just comes out and starts shooting again.
Krieg. I'd like to see Tommy Krieg be a little bit more aggressive to the basket. Harris just inside. Oh, they're going to call out a three again.
Ooh.
A little generous on that call. Pass inside. Zane Cold, if I haven't mentioned his name, counted in one.
It's a makeup call.
Yes, I think so.
Looks like Josh Young came back into the game for Texas.
Bolton out. Jones gets a clear path, kicks it back outside. Oh, he should have taken it.
Texas going to have the ball on their end of the court, too.
Yes, Ted. Both are playing, Bolton and Young. Bolton's on the bench right now. Young is playing. He's right there. Leading scoring. I think he's got 16. Tenpenny, strong take. Pull-up jumper, no good. Newell up with the rebound. Here comes West Virginia the other way.
It's close because I know Tenpenny's he's shot well, too, and he's close to Young in points.
I think Young might have the edge, but Newell high. Wow, that would have been impressive if that went. A little Kareem Abdul-Jabbar old-fashioned skyhook there. Man, this season, the free throws have been atrocious.
Absolutely. Like I told my team, y'all need to get in there and start hitting some free throws.
Gotta look at. After the season's over, I might look at that setting and not kick it up a couple because it's been rough. I mean, I know free throws get missed, and that's. I mean, but we know the top flight guys, they don't miss, but they'll rarely miss. I mean, I think the other night it was 17 of 19 one team was, and another team was like 3 for 14. Something like that, yes. So
good move.
Yeah, I did like that move. It was a nice little crossover there. He free himself for that J, but missed it. Yeah, I mean, there's two things that have frustrated me: the layups and the Tenpenny from 2. Was that a 3? No, he didn't call that a 3. It was a 2. The layups and the free throws have just driven me absolutely bonkers. But when we look at the scores, generally, they're
still high-scoring games.
Still very high-scoring games. So it's tough to Say Cole with a nice flush. Do you make that change? Does that affect and push the scores higher? I don't know.
I think the problem is you don't want the free throws. Layups are one thing, but free throw settings and you start losing games because you can't hit free throws.
Did you go somewhere? Cans, I don't know. You went silent. You were mid sentence, and then you said something. You can't hit free throws, and then I didn't hear what you said after that. You cut out. That's the second time that happened to you today.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. So finish your thought about free throws.
You don't want to lose the game because your team, even your good guys can't hit free throws.
Yeah. It's one thing if you miss a couple, which I get, especially high rated players. Bolton counted in 1.
12 points now for Bolton after only 4 in the first half. tough of these earlier games. Good look to Tenpenny.
Yeah, I mean, oh, you're right. Tenpenny does have 20. Look at that, 20 scoring lead. So Young relinquishes the scoring lead. Good call by you. I didn't think Tenpenny had that many.
Young. He's went kind of quiet here in the second half.
So Cheeseker, you say you're 99 free throws and you missed like 3 or 4 this season. I mean, in all honesty, that's realistic.
In a season, yeah.
In
if you
a
miss
season,
3 or 4 in a game,
right? Exactly. But look if you look at the free throw percentages. I mean, those are real numbers. So St. Cole with the loose ball foul. So West Virginia gonna get the ball back here. Remember, coming up next, Pac-12 action to round out Week 5 is Gonzaga going to take on UCLA. Counted
Bolton
in one.
again.
Bolton, yeah. Rough start for him, but he's coming back. Sorry about the yawns. Jeez.
Taking it right to Josh Young.
I need a coffee. Free throw up and good.
If he could just get some help now, I mean, they really cut into this lead.
Rodriguez has just been lighting it up. Another 3 from him. I think that's his 3rd 3 of the game.
Yeah, and he's not right on the line either. He's a few steps off of it.
Cheeseker, that's because you were an old arc and 99. You could be 99 everything. The new arcs have strengths and weaknesses. That's the benefits of why we changed the system, because the old system you could just be good at everything, and it was flawed. That's why there are some records that'll just probably never be broken. There's some that will, but there are some that probably just will never be broken because they're just, a point guard shouldn't be getting 2 blocks a game. It's just not realistic. Those types of things.
Ooh.
Bolton foul. They'll go to the line and shoot 2 as DeMarcus White picks up his 3rd. But Gumba Baba was an old arc. And that's why. New arcs are a little bit more balanced. I mean, Bolton, look there. Decent player right there. Missed a free throw, but
overall, he usually hits, 80, 90% of his free throws.
yeah, which is a realistic number. It's just exacerbated when you see the rest of your team shooting this free throws.
Yes.
It feels
sometimes
it feels 10 times worse than it really is, but
sometimes it's just your player's not good at free throws, and
even some of the players with their specific archetypes, even if they were maxed out at what their above their base number is, you could still be not phenomenal. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal was not a great free throw shooter, but he was an amazing player and averaged 20 a game. So
I saw something where he said that if he knew he could team up with people back then, he would have joined the Bulls.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and B-Harp just made it perfect sense. Like, he's got a new arc. His defense is which is probably the negative part of his arc, but his offense is amazing. So, and then there's some players that they're amazing at defense, but their offense is meh. So it just depends.
Yeah, I got one on my team, J-Rock. He can't shoot for anything lately, but he can play defense.
Well, J-Rock is not a new arc. He should be able to utilize him in a different way, in my opinion. But that's just my 2 cents. Doesn't mean I'm right.
Tenpenny with player of the game.
Not surprising. He is the high man right now. So
Yeah, 22 points. Big game for Tenpenny.
that was a nice look. I missed that one before. That would have been a pass of the game, an assist of the game for me on that one.
He's been efficient with his shooting as well.
Cross-court pass to me. In amongst the trees, tries. I love the muscle there in the interior.
Not afraid to go to the big man and go up on him.
Remember, Gonzaga, UCLA coming up right after this game. We'll run through the post-game show and then get that one off at 2. That should be a good game. That's a good way to end the week, that matchup.
Yeah.
Eagles Fly Day. Who's your player in the CSP? I don't remember ever seeing you come up in Twitch chat before, so apologies if I don't know you. Prince Enrico. Okay, I should have known that. Maybe I should have known that. Yeah, they talk about a progression guy that's been grinding. He's been doing a good job. Gotcha. That's probably why I didn't recognize it. Okay, that makes sense. Well, appreciate you hanging out with us on a Saturday afternoon. It's rainy here in New York, so my boys did not have soccer. 3-pointer from Tenpenny, looking for more points, not able to get it. And we were rained out today.
Sun's out here now after all the rain yesterday.
Do you got your guns out?
I'm sure a lot of people do in the South. I don't.
Just making a dad joke. You know me.
Oh, yeah. I get it.
Tenpenny again from 3. Bang! Adding to his total.
Looking for 30. He ain't going to get it, but 25 right now.
Yeah, it's a good game from him nonetheless. Very efficient shooting, too.
Yeah, if him and Young can play like that, Texas is going to be hard to stop.
You're going to need a little bit of contributions from some of the other guys in the Big 12, because I know when you start going up the likes of Oklahoma State or Kansas or Baylor, Texas Tech, they're going to have to bring their A game, but different game plans for different teams. So 24-point win for the Longhorns. West Virginia finishing with a solid, respectable 70.
Yeah, like I said, if they can keep the games down around that number, they can kind of stay in the game. But when you're giving up 90 points, they don't have the scoring for that.
For sure. We'll talk post game here in a moment. Not going to be a lot to expand on, just knowing that Texas pretty much dominated this game. But we'll go through the numbers. You know, you talk about free throws. You know, listen. They missed 2. They missed 3. That's out of 23 free throws, only 5 were missed.
Yeah, it's still a good percentage.
Yeah, it's still relatively high. 6 of 22, certainly not going to help you. Too many. Listen, I get West Virginia's style of try to win by the 3, die by the 3, throw those Hail Marys as much as you can, but I don't think this is the strategy that's going to work well for West Virginia.
They had about the same amount of threes, and that's a 18-point difference right there.
The other factor too in this, and yes, 100%. Texas has the horses. Okay, they have the guys that can knock down the threes. I don't think West Virginia does yet. So to me personally, I would prefer West Virginia to push it down into the paint. Listen, they were 12 of 14 from the free throw line. That's impressive. Get into the paint, mix it up.
Slow the game down.
Maybe draw some extra additional free throws, some extra shots at the charity stripe. But I mean, look at the
talking about slow them down. You know, fast break points 21-6.
Well, I mean that's a function of a poor shooting for sure, because Texas got out in transition. But look at points in the paint. Texas, despite that this is a balanced game here. 23 shots from here, 46 in the paint.
Absolutely.
You know, I thought West Virginia did a great job on the boards. They out-rebounded Texas, which you don't see a team generally out-rebound the other and lose. But you got to take care of the turnovers and maybe start pushing it down in the paint. To me, that's part of the reason why they lost. I mean, Texas did a phenomenal job, and that's not a knock on them either.
31 assists.
Yeah, did a good job. A lot of that in transition. So, good job by Texas. They win this one, a game that they came in expecting to win, and they did here on West Virginia's home court. Let's go through the box score here real quick. Josh Bolton in a losing effort, 6 of 17. Now, listen, the guy went to the free throw line 8 times. That's pretty impressive. That's exactly what they need to do. But rough night shooting 6 of 17, but did finish high man with 19 points and 7 boards. Main finishing with 12, 5 assists, 2 steals. Wyatt Harris with 8. Raphael Embiid with 7 and 7. That was actually a really good game by Embiid. I was impressed with the way he played. Going to need more effort like that from him, maybe even a little bit more elevated above and beyond that. White man finishing with 7. C.J. Jones with 6. James Newell 5, 2 and 1. Thomas Noble 2, 1 and 1. Krieg 2-3-2, and Kyle Thomas Jr. 2-4-1. So I mean, these guys, efficient, just not getting many buckets, and then C.J. Jones a very inefficient 3 of 10. Flipping the scripts, player of the game, going to go to Reginald Tenpenny. I wanted to say Josh Tenpenny. Jeez. 11 of 17, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. Responsible for a team high 35 points. Good job by the Pog. Josh Young, 16, 3 and 5 dimes, 7 of 15. At one point, I think he was pretty quiet in the second half. Yeah, a lot of his numbers came in that first half. 14 of his 16 cans came in that first half. Troy Madden, 13, 3 and 4. Ralph Rodriguez, 9, 3, 7 dimes from him. Really strong game from him. 3 of 3 from the field, 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Zane Colt, 7, 5 and 1. Rango Brown, 7, 3, 1. Good balanced scoring here from Texas Cans. Isaiah Lacey, 7.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the number from Isaiah Lacey. You got numbers pretty much across the board. Wyatt Chamberlain Agent rounding us out here at the bottom.
Rodriguez, though, when you can go out and shoot 3 for 3, pitching 9 points and 7 assists.
Yeah, that's a good game. Why is there only one offensive rebound? Didn't Texas have? Texas only had 2 offensive rebounds. They didn't credit somebody with an offensive rebound. That's interesting. And then looking at the offensive rebounds on this side, yeah, I thought Raphael Embiid had more than 2, but either way. All right, well, that was going to wrap it up for this one. Great job by Texas. 24-point win in West Virginia. They beat the Mountaineers. Coming up again, probably in about 7 minutes, Gonzaga, I should say probably in 7 minutes, Gonzaga, UCLA. We'll be right back with that game. CSB out. We'll be right back.